The NBA has a rich tradition of game-changing plays and storied rivalries, personal sagas and team dynasties. But some plays are bigger than the game. They freeze time. They make arenas erupt. They turn athletes into icons. From a rookie shaking up legendary Michael Jordan to a soft bounce that broke a city's silence, these moments rewrote NBA history. These are the plays that gave fans goosebumps. We're diving into the 10 legacy-defining plays that still echo through the league today, and emotions that still hit hard, even years later. What makes one play unforgettable when thousands get lost in the highlight reel? Hit the like and subscribe button for upcoming videos, and let's dive in.
Watch this.
Allen Iverson's crossover with Michael Jordan is still the stuff of legend. In his rookie season, Iverson took on the greatest player in the game and didn't flinch. With a quick hesitation dribble followed by a deadly crossover, Iverson froze Jordan and nailed the jumper. What made this moment iconic wasn't just the move, it was who it was against. MJ, the most feared defender of his era, looked human for a split second. The crowd's reaction said it all, a collective gasp, followed by disbelief. This wasn't just a great highlight, it symbolized a shift. A new era had arrived. Iverson's fearless style and unapologetic swagger kicked open the door for a generation of smaller guards with big games. And then came a game no one thought possible.
Chamberlain puts it in.
March 2nd, 1962. No cameras, no live streams, just a box score and 100 points next to Wilt Chamberlain's name. It happened in a small arena in Hershey, Pennsylvania, but it sent shockwaves through the entire sports world. Wilt's Philadelphia Warriors beat the New York Knicks 169-147, but the final score was almost irrelevant. What mattered was that one man did what no one else had done before or since. Wilt hit 36 of 63 shots from the field, and an unheard of 28 of 32 from the free throw line. He averaged over 50 points that season, but this game was something else. Dominant, relentless, and impossible to stop, Wilt made history that night in a way no one's ever matched. This wasn't just a record, it was a myth made real. Next up, a bounce heard around the world that sent a city into chaos.
Simmons, is this the dagger?
Game 7, 2019 Eastern Conference Semifinals. Toronto versus Philadelphia tie game. Kawhi Leonard catches the ball in the corner, fading, falling, contested by Joel Embiid. The shot goes up and bounces once, twice, 3 times, 4. Everyone holds their breath. The entire country of Canada goes silent. Then it drops. That moment sent the Raptors to the conference finals and eventually the franchise's first title. Kawhi's expressionless face said everything. Cool under pressure. That shot was more than a game winner. It was destiny hanging on a rim. No other buzzer beater in Game 7 history had ended a series. That's why this one echoes louder than the rest. And from bounce to bomb, we move to a different kind of range.
Timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang!
Stephen Curry pulled up from 37 feet and drilled it. Against the Thunder in 2016, Curry casually crossed half court and launched. Game over. Victory secured. The look on the defenders' faces said it all. Did he really just shoot that? Yes, he did. And yes, it went in. This shot wasn't just wild. It was a line in the sand. Curry wasn't just redefining the point guard position. He was redefining basketball itself. After that shot, pulling up from 30+ feet became normal. Kids started practicing it. Defenses started panicking earlier. The league changed. Curry broke the game in the best way. But what about sheer power? Let's talk about the man who shattered rims and expectations. Game 7, 2000 Western Conference Finals. The Lakers needed a spark, and they got it. Kobe lobs it high. Shaq takes flight. Boom. Alley-oop slam. The Blazers' 15-point lead? Gone. The crowd? Losing its mind. Shaq, pointing to the rafters, screaming with joy. This wasn't just a dunk, it was a seismic event. It symbolized the changing of the guard in the West. That lob wasn't just a highlight, it was the moment LA believed again. And Shaq? He wasn't just a big man. He was a force of nature who demanded your attention. From brute strength to pure instinct. Let's switch gears.
Wants to get it in quickly. Does to Lambeer. Stolen by Bird on the cut to DJ. Yeah!
Game 5 of the 1987 Eastern Conference Finals. Pistons lead by 1. Seconds on the clock, Isaiah Thomas inbounds to Lane Beer. Suddenly, Bird intercepts, spinning mid-air. He dishes to Dennis Johnson, who lays it in. Celtics win. Chaos. That moment is burned into every Celtics fan's memory. Bird didn't just read the play, he wrote the ending. He wasn't the fastest or the strongest, but nobody out-thought Larry Bird. That steal was basketball IQ at its finest. It was grit, it was anticipation, and it was clutch. Speaking of the clutch, nobody did pressure better than Magic. 1987 NBA Finals. Game 4, tie game, seconds left. Magic Johnson drives into the lane, lifts the ball over 2 towering defenders, and releases his baby skyhook. Swish. Lakers win. The Celtics slump. Magic wasn't a center, but on that night, he borrowed Kareem's signature shot and made it his own. What made the moment iconic wasn't just the shot, but the swagger. It was Magic saying, "I got this." That bucket didn't just win a game, it broke the Celtics' spirit and put the Lakers in command of the series. And when it comes to buzzer beaters, one man set the gold standard. Game 5, 1989, first round, Bulls versus Cavaliers. Cleveland leads by 1, 3 seconds on the clock. Jordan catches the inbound, dribbles, elevates over Craig Alo, and bang! The buzzer sounds, ball through the net, game over. Jordan leapt into the air, fist pumping, forever immortalized at that moment. That shot was MJ's true coming out party as a killer in the clutch. It wasn't for a championship, but it was definitive. This was the spark that ignited the Bulls dynasty. It was Jordan announcing he'd no longer be denied. Still, no one lit up the scoreboard, quite like Kobe on that one special night. January 22nd, 2006. Lakers versus Raptors. Kobe Bryant catches fire and never cools off. He scores 81 points, the second most in NBA history. He went 28 of 46 from the field, hit 7 threes, and nailed 18 free throws. But what's wild? He dropped 55 in the second half alone. Down by 18 in the third quarter, Kobe flipped a switch and single-handedly dragged the Lakers back. The crowd knew they were witnessing something historic. Even Phil Jackson, who coached MJ, was stunned. That was another level, he said. It wasn't just scoring, it was domination. Relentless, efficient, surgical. And before Kobe, another big man led an underdog team to greatness. Before the Lakers, before the MVPs, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, then Lou Alcindor, changed the NBA in Milwaukee. Drafted first in 1969, he and Oscar Robertson led the Bucks to a 66-16 record and an NBA title in 1971. They swept the Bullets in the finals, winning by an average of 12 points per game. Kareem wasn't just dominant, he was efficient, intelligent, and nearly unstoppable in the paint. He won Rookie of the Year, then Finals MVP the next season. It was the beginning of a 2-decade run that would see him finish as the NBA's all-time leading scorer. The Bucks title, it was the proof of potential turned into power. Every one of these moments didn't just define a game, they defined basketball history. So, we just explained how a crossover shook the legend, a skyhook that silenced the Celtics, an 81-point masterclass, a bouncing buzzer beater that felt like slow motion. From Curry's deep dagger to Wilt's century mark, these weren't just plays, they were statements. These weren't just highlights, they were turning points, moments that sparked dynasties, ended eras, and showed us exactly why we watch this game. Which of these moments do you think had the biggest impact on the league? And which iconic moment did we miss that you think deserves a spot in NBA history? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because in the NBA, history is always one shot away.